This is Shive IT. I just wanted to take a little opportunity to show you something pretty dang cool. I am essentially in vRealize automation, and what I want to show you is something called Hybridity. I can run and manage the public cloud from a single portal as well as my private cloud. All of this stuff is on my private cloud. I'm going to go out to my public cloud options. I'm going to request this. We're going to request this at vCloud Air. Just so happens to be the provider I chose, mainly because I have an account there. So it makes it easy for me to demonstrate this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provision a small Linux server out in vCloud Air. This happens to be how I set up the blueprint. And we'll just go over here and go to submit. You can see my pricing and my lease cost. We'll go out there. I'll also, just for giggles, provision a Windows box, the same place. You can see this. I'm going to submit that. Now I'm going to take you over to vCloud Air real quick. I'm going to show you that there shouldn't be anything here at this moment. But in the background, I have this request going, and it says it's in progress. And if I want to drill a little bit more, and take a look at the details of what's happening, I can quite literally go out to here and see where this is at and what's happening. So you can see, waiting to build, waiting to build. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, before we look at that, let's also look at this. I want you to see that out in my public cloud in vRealize Business, I want you to see that we have no VMs being shown here. 0 VMs, no cost per VM. Hard to have a cost if you don't have any VMs. So let's go back to requests. Says it's in progress. It says waiting to build. Let's refresh that. State change to clone machine. That's good news. That means something's going to happen. The request still shows in progress, but let's check this out. Aha, look, CentOS has already been built. That's fantastic. This is going to end up being our other VM, which is a Windows server. That's great news. You can see that it's still saying it's in progress here. If we want to go check out the log, we can refresh the log. State change clone machine, waiting for master, yada yada. If we're patient here, we'll wait and we'll get some updates. Let's say I want to update this. I can quite literally say do that, do that. This is actually my Amazon connection, and I don't have that working right now because I don't want to pay for services. And since I work for the Federation, EMC and VMware, I have a free account in vCloud Air, which makes this nice. So those things are going to go out and update. You can see this happening right here. And what we should see when that completes is these numbers will change. Let's again go back and check on our requests. It still shows in progress. You can see that the cost for a Windows machine is higher than the cost for a Linux machine. Out here, we can still see that it's provisioning. if we wanted to, we could power that bad boy on. Oh, it's still completing an operation, so it's still completing its build. So unfortunately, I can't show you the console into that. So let's leave this alone. While that's there, I'll take you out into here and just prove to you that this isn't being done on my local environment, or that I'm not using smoke and mirrors. But let's take a look at that for the time being. What we're going to do is we're going to log into this just so I can show you that obviously nothing's provisioning in Virtual Center at this point. So you can see nothing's here. Oh, I do want to show you something interesting about the Amazon plugin. You'll notice that it says migrate to EC2, but it doesn't say migrate from EC2. True story, it's Hotel California. All right, let's go back to this. It looks like we're in the same space. This is at vCloud Air. We'll come back here. Our requests are still here. Let's go to Business Management. We'll do a global refresh here and see if we've been able to update the financials so far. And we have 2 VMs. Average cost is $12 per VM. Let's go into the details of that. 2 servers, 2 VMs, and it tells us that one's a CentOS and one's a Win2K standard. Let's take a look at what all of this looks like now. If I want, I can go to a cloud comparison and I can say something like this, where I select these items and then I could compare them, or I could quite literally compare my private cloud to the public clouds. Very nice features and functionality. Again, we built our public cloud machines from what's called vRealize automation. This is my on-prem self-service cataloging portal being held at my lab, my private cloud lab, and I provisioned a vCloud Air, or actually 2 vCloud Air machines, using these catalog items right here, which provisioned out in the public cloud, and in real time I was able to access not only the services, the resources, the VMs, but I'm also able to get my cloud costs and my public cloud costs all back to me in real time. You'll notice that there are 2 VMs here, and there are now 2 VMs in the public cloud. Let's just see if that one's finished up. It looks like it may have finished up. So that should mean that when we go to requests, it should tell us successful. Anyhow, that's been a quick demonstration of Hybridity. It's a very, very cool and unique feature of the Federation's infrastructure as a service offering. And I wanted to share that with you. vRA is a pretty cool